In this video we will compare the positions of riders in both show jumping and cross country. This will include strengths, techniques, differences and riding styles. The course will also alter how the rider rides, so this will be explained throughout.
The show jumping position consists of sitting up whilst setting the horse up for the fence. This position is maintained for the majority of the round, apart from when the horse is required to extend, which allows him to ground cover, meeting the optimum time. The rider needs to stay balanced off the horse's back during flight to try and encourage the horse to jump neatly and bascule. When show jumping, a rhythmical pace is usually kept, which makes the stride counting easier for the rider and the horse. The stirrup should be short enough to lock the rider's lower leg to prevent it swinging back and will keep the rider more balanced and stable over the fence. Without a secure jumping position, you can't expect to ride a good round. The rider should always look up so they can get ready to prepare for the next fence. Make sure your weight is in your heels and your heels are down to lock your lower leg.
For the cross-country position, a light forward seat will be needed to keep you and the horse balanced when going round a cross-country course. Riding cross-country fences is ridden more defensive than riding at show jumps, due to the jumps being more technical and the horse is probably going to want to run out of skinnies and ditches rather than a single show jumping fence. The rider is going to have to adapt their riding position at fences such as drops, skinnies, water complexes, etc. There are 3 cross-country positions that can be used to help to make the cross-country round as smooth as possible, and these are the classic cross-country galloping position, the rebalancing position and the jumping position. The classic cross-country galloping position is where the rider is positioned out of the saddle and the rider's body quite forward to allow the horse to gallop freely. The rebalancing position is where the rider sits up 6 to 10 strides away from the fence to create a more bouncy collected canter to go nicely over the fence. The last position is the jumping position, and this consists of a forward seat and the rider's upper body should reflect the face of a jump. However, a cross-country round does not always go to plan, meaning that the rider may not have the horse where they wanted it, meaning that the rider has to do everything they can to get the horse over the jumps and to keep themselves in the saddle. To ride a cross-country round, you must be prepared for something to not go how you wanted it to go.
The design of a course can seriously impact the way the competitor rides it. With show jumping, the course is usually a maximum of 12 fences long, including combinations. They could be around 16 jumping efforts, and usually a separate jump-off. A rider may need to hold up the horse for a longer period during combination fences, so this will have an impact on the upright seat, and even some riders will lean back slightly in their upper body. On other occasions, such as timed rounds or jump-offs, the rider may drive the horse forward on long stretches to reach the jump as near to the optimum time as possible. This will therefore leave the rider in a forward light seat, which helps to push the horse on. There is often more lines and changes in directions on a show jumping course with no alternate fences to jump, so it is important that the rider stays well balanced and uses their weight to turn the horse smoothly. Cross country is a much longer course with at least 18 jumping efforts. This means the horse is required to gallop at fast paces throughout the majority of the course, so the rider sits in a light seat to allow the horse to move freely underneath them. Most cross-country riders would rather jump fences at angles to get straight lines through a combination to lead on to a straightforward gallop afterwards. When approaching fences, the rider will tend to sit up more to slow the horse down and set him up for the fence, so for a matter of seconds the gallop will become a canter to balance both the horse and rider. More tricky combination fences make riders collect the horse up further so that run-outs are not a problem. Is that it? What are you doing?